Hello everyone, welcome to Shanta Lakshmi IAS. In this video, let us discuss about this Taiwan issue. That is, why has Taiwan caught between the United States of America and the China? So to begin with, so what's the story so far? On August 3rd, United States House Speaker and senior Democratic Party politician that is Nancy Pelosi has visited this Taiwan. And there she held talks with this Taiwan president and also addressed the legislature, also received a civilian honor. And the trip was the highest level visit from the US to Taiwan in the last 25 years. So in this context, China, which had publicly warned the US against going ahead with it, saying it would violate the commitments under this one China policy, has responded with diplomatic, military, and economic measures. So, what's the story so far? When the United States House Speaker has announced her visit to the Taiwan, China has publicly warned United States against this visit, saying that it would violate the one China policy between this US and the China. But regardless of China's warning, US Speaker has, that is Nancy Pelosi, has visited the Taiwan. Due to that and aftermath of that visit, China has responded with diplomatic, military, and economic measures. Right? We have been witnessing in the news channels, right? The China has been making its military drills or firing live missiles in the Taiwan island due to the US visit in Taiwan. So this is the story so far. Now, why did the US House Speaker visit Taiwan? We'll see that now. Pelosi's visit was wanted to send a message of solidarity with Taiwan by focusing on three issues, that is human rights, trade, and security. And the visit was also aimed at expressing that America's determination to preserve democracy in Taiwan and in the world remains ironclad. And in this context, the Taiwan has welcomed this rare high-level visit as a boost to its global standing. But however, President Joe Biden has said that the visit was not a good idea, but added that the decision to visit was entirely Pelosi's only. However, as she was a representative of a different branch of government, that is the legislature, the White House, which represents the executive, could not intervene in Speaker's decision. That is, America has a presidential system of democracy, right? Where legislature and executive are separate. These two branches functions independently. So as the US House Speaker represent this legislature and the White House or President represents this executive, President does not have the power to intervene in the Speaker's decision. So the US House Speaker's visit to Taiwan is solely Speaker's decision only. So why did the US House Speaker visit to Taiwan? To maintain solidarity with Taiwan by focusing on human rights, trade, and security related issues. And why did China oppose the visit? So, if US House Speaker visits his Taiwan, so what's the issue with China? Why it has been opposing from the beginning itself? So we'll see that now. The members of the US Congress have previously visited Taiwan. Before this visit also, the members of the US Congress, that is the House of Representatives, has visited Taiwan. But this visit, that is the speaker, Pelosi is the first speaker to visit Taiwan since 1997. And while US Secretary of State Antony Blinken argued that they suggested there was a precedent for the visit, China has seen it as an attempt by the US to change the status quo as far as one China policy is concerned. So what is this one China policy? One China policy means China claims Taiwan as its as it part of China only. So what is this one China policy? One China policy means China claims Taiwan as part of China only. So due to the speaker, that is the highest level officer of the US government, visit to the Taiwan, what China considers it as a attempt to change the status quo as far as regarding this one China policy. So that's why the China is opposing this visit. As the speaker is the highest level officer from the US government, the China is saying that it is violating its one China policy between the China and US. So that's why China has been opposing this visit. So does the visit violate this one China policy? We'll see that now. For this, the answer depends on the interpretation between the both US and China. How US and China interprets this one China policy, it makes the difference or impact here. In 1979, US and China has signed a joint communique, that is agreement, which established the diplomatic relationship between the both nations, that is US and China. In that, the United States of America recognizes the government of the People's Republic of China, that is China, as the sole legal government of China. And also, US no longer has formal diplomatic relations with Taiwan under this one China policy. And in this context, the very first paragraph of this communique adds that the people of the United States will maintain cultural, commercial, and other unofficial relations. See the term here, unofficial relations with the people of Taiwan. China has seen Ms. Pelosi's visit as a political one and thus as a violation of this communique, which it has described as the very foundations of this diplomatic relations between US and China. And Beijing has pointed to her status as a House Speaker and second in line to the presidency after this Vice President. So, does the visit violate this one China policy? We have been said that one China policy. In this regard, the US and China differently interprets this one China policy. In 1979, there was a joint communique between US and China where it has said that United States of America recognizes this People's Republic China of this sole legal government of China, and also say they does not maintain any formal diplomatic relations with Taiwan under this one China policy. And in that communique, they said the people of United States can maintain unofficial relations with the Taiwan. And now, due to the House Speaker visit, that is, the China is seeing it as a political one, that is the official one, and thus violating the communique, that is one China policy. And Beijing has also said that status of House Speaker as a second in line to the presidency after this Vice President. So, China is considering it as an official or political visit, thus violating this one China policy. And what the US has said, US argument is that Pelosi does not represent the executive branch of the US government, that is White House, cabinet and federal agencies, which has continued to abide by the policy and eschewed high-level political engagement with Taiwan. Beijing, however, has rejected this argument, pointing out that the US cannot have multiple foreign policies. And also it rejected the president argument, saying that past visits were also violations only. So what are the two interpretations of China and US regarding this one China policy? They both signed a joint communique in 1979, right? And in this joint communique, what the US said? The speaker is the legislature and the executive does not have any power to intervene in this legislature. So it is her personal decision and it does not come into the official or political visit or any formal visit. Before also, so many US Congress members have visited the Taiwan, right? Like official, maintaining unofficial relations only. So So what the US has been saying, it is not violating this one China policy. But what the China considers it is as US House Speaker stands second in line with the after the Vice President. So she is holding the highest position in the US government. So China considers it as a political visit only. Political or official visit, thus violating the one China policy. So these are the two interpretations, different interpretations of one China policy between the US and China. And how has China responded due to aftermath of this visit? It has responded by having military drills in 6 regions surrounding the Taiwan, that is blockading Taiwan waters and airspace, and marked a crossing of the median line of the Taiwan strait by large number of warships and aircraft, and firing of conventional missiles over the island of Taiwan into waters to the east. And also, Chinese analysts said that the drills were aimed at signaling a new normal in China's military activities around Taiwan, as well as simulating a future blockade and the sending a message both to the Taiwan and the US. And also, the ships and flights were barred from entering this zone, where the Chinese have been maintaining this military drills around this Taiwan. And along with the military drills, China has also put economic sanctions or economic bans, that is barring more than 100 Taiwanese exporters, and also the suspension of fish, fruit and sand imports to this Taiwan. So in this way, China has been responded with military drills around 6 regions around the Taiwan by crossing this Taiwan Strait, and also imposing economic sanctions or curbing the exports and imports. See here, this is the live firing of conventional missiles in Taiwan region. And what will be the visit's impact on China-US relations? China announced it will cancel or suspend 8 key dialogue mechanisms with the US, and already it has cancelled 3 key bilateral military dialogue mechanisms, that is theater commanders meet, defense policy coordination talks, and talks under this military maritime consultative agreement. The China has cancelled these 3 agreements, bilateral dialogue mechanisms with the US, and due to this cancellations, China can take over the new military exercises near this Taiwan. And Beijing has also suspended bilateral talks on climate change, repatriation of illegal immigrants, legal assistance in criminal matters, transnational crimes, and counter narcotics. And extended period of these tense relation is in store between China and US across this Taiwan Strait. So what will be the impact? China has cancelled many agreements or bilateral talks on various issues with the United States. Now, in this context, let us discuss this. Let us see the important facts or geographical mapping of this Taiwan. Taiwan is officially known as the Republic of China. So, People's Republic of China means China. That is ROC means Taiwan. And is a country in East Asia at a junction of the East and South China Seas. It lies between the East China Sea and South China Sea, with the People's Republic of China, that is PRC, to the northwest, Japan to the northeast, and Philippines to the south. See here, it is lying between the East China Sea and the South China Sea. And to the northwest, it has PRC, that is China, People's Republic of China. And in the south, it has Philippines. Here we have Philippines. And in the northeastern, Japan. And it is formally, earlier Taiwan was known as the Formosa. And it's separated from mainland China by the Taiwan Strait. See, from China, it was separated by the Taiwan Strait. And it was a part of the first island chain. So what is this first island chain? First island chain is a string of nations or territories It is consists of Japan, South Korea, and Philippines, which are seen as the pro-United States. So this first island chain means Japan, South Korea, Philippines, and Taiwan. So these four are the first island chain means these are pro-United States. And Taiwan has been settled for at least 25,000 years, and ancestors of this Taiwanese indigenous people set in the island around 6,000 years ago. And in the 17th century, large-scale Han Chinese immigration to Western Taiwan began under a Dutch colony and continued under the kingdom of this Tung Ning. And in 1683, the Taiwan island was annexed by the Qing dynasty of China. And in 1895, this dynasty, Taiwan was ceded to the Empire of Japan. And the Republic of China, which had overthrown the king in 1911, took control of Taiwan on behalf of the allies of World War II following the surrender of Japan in 1945. And the reception of this Chinese Civil War resulted in the ROC's loss of mainland China to forces of this Chinese Communist Party and consequent retreat to Taiwan in 1949. And Taiwan maintains official diplomatic relations with 13 out of 193 US member states and the Holy See. So only 13 members recognize Taiwan as independent or sovereign nation. All the other member nations accept this one China policy only. That is, Taiwan is as part of the China only. And Taiwan is claimed by the PRC and which refuses diplomatic relations with countries that recognize this ROC, that is Taiwan. If any nation recognizes this ROC, that is Taiwan, as a sovereign nation, this PRC, China, refuses the diplomatic relations. So this is what happening here, right? That is considering this as the US House Speaker is a highest level officer, it is a political one. So it is violating the one China policy. So that's why the China has cancelled or suspended many bilateral talks or military talks with this US. And only 13 out of this 193 United Nations member states recognize this Taiwan as the sovereign or independent nation. So this is regarding this Taiwan issue and some facts regarding this Taiwan. So with this, we'll end this session here. If you like, please like and share. Thank you.